Look at the cash bubbly. Look at the cash bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Portland Riverhogs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Cameron throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watching now, Barney.
From the gun, Cameron flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw. Cameron. Forced out to his left. Now he'll... And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
3-19! 3-19!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Cameron. Buying time to his left. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. Cameron. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
Looking to throw. Cameron escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on third and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second down. Cameron. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
On third down, Cameron flushed out right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
And they'll run it here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw. Yeah. I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking right, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Vance Joseph going to send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Off the bootleg. Cameron escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. There he goes inside the 30. 20! And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation. In this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Cameron flushed out right. That is incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone!
Operating from the gun, Cameron. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Cameron. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
On 1st down, Cameron being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
3-19! Gone! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, look at 56.
To throw again, Cameron. Forced out to his left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
All right, now, look at 56.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be fine.
All week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Cameron got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Camera. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit!
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Cameron buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That's it, baby.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Cameron eluding the pressure right. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on third down. They nearly got it. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on second down, Cameron. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Cameron. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cameron. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cameron under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Back
to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money, I must get this money.